Good morning, nerds. I did not give you a Nerdbyte yesterday. I was dead for most of the day, and unfortunately that's in many ways very true. But I'm back to life, so I'm zombie Kelly Renee Miller this morning. Not really, I was just a zombie most of yesterday, and then I went to work, and then I got home and I was tuckered out. Anywho, so this is the first of two today. The next one will be later because I do work until 9 o'clock, so look for it around the 10:30, 11 o'clock region. That's my time, Pacific Daylight Time. So if you're elsewhere, just look for it. It'll be later. Possibly tomorrow morning. For you, depending on our time zone. Anyway, I'm done. I've spent almost a minute on this. Today's Nerdbyte, this morning's Nerdbyte is Movie Morsel News. So, the Movie Morsels, weekly article kind of thing, series of blurbs from the Nerdist. This morning's is to do with Guardians of the Galaxy, and Age of Ultron, and Beauty and the Beast, and those are the ones I really care about, so that's what I did. Oh, and Star Wars, durr! Oh, sorry, I got really depressed there for a second, so my brain made me forget about Star Wars. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 will begin filming very, very shortly. Not exactly true. It'll actually begin filming in February, which is closer to a year away than very, very shortly, but we know it's coming. And it will be sent, the story, if you haven't read, James Gunn has announced it will be centered around fathers, which means we'll probably get to meet Star-Lords. If you've read the comics, you've already met him. You may have opinions on him. I certainly do. More about that in a long since past vlog, that I did when I bought Guardians of the Galaxy 1, which is apparently from 2013, so I need to now get the serial to read and catch up on that at some point in the future when I don't need to pay for, like, car and computer and things. Upcoming trips and such. Anyway, that's it for Guardians of the Galaxy. Age of Ultron premieres very soon, and they released another clip, and I'm purposefully not watching them. I am avoiding watching new TV spots and trailers unless I'm in a movie theater, and then I'll give me all of the trailers, because I hate spoilers, and I want to be sure I'm surprised and delighted by as much of the film as possible. But when the whole Avengers cast was on Jimmy Kimmel Live the other night, oh, my husband was right there on Hollywood Boulevard, and I wasn't even there. How are we ever gonna get together? Anyway, they played Avengers Family Feud, and it's just delightful. So I'm going to link to that in the description as well. There's also a link to that contained within the link I'm already going to put in the description, but I'll link directly to that for you guys. And then the most... the voice of Olaf, whose name I just forgot. It's a J name followed by a short name. Anyway, voice of Olaf is also going to be LeFou in Disney's live-action Beauty and the Beast, and he just Instagrammed, I think yesterday, one of the first cast photos. We have Luke Evans from Dracula Untold, and the Hobbit series of films is going to be Gaston. Emma Watson, of course, is Belle, and that fellow is LeFou. Kevin Kline is going to be Maurice. Ian McKellen is Cogsworth. Emma Thompson as Mrs. Potts. And I've forgotten who's playing the Beast. Keith? Ken? It's in the article. I'm really good at this morning. And then the most exciting thing I announced on my said I was going on my Facebook page to the Star Wars celebration this weekend in Anaheim. And not only is that no longer the case, because I do not have $60 to spare, but I am now working every single day. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There are still tickets available if you are in the LA area or inclined to travel there very, very soon, if you would like to go. The most exciting thing coming up is a sneak peek at Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and that is going to be in Thursday morning's panel. Wait a minute, let me check my calendar. What am I doing tomorrow? Thursday. Oh no, I work at 1:30, darn it. I was like, maybe I don't work until later and I can sneak over there. It's just not gonna work out though. Can't be late to work. The sneak peek at Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, is happening at Thursday's panels, but never fear! because StarWars.com is going to be live streaming over 30 hours of programming from the Star Wars celebration. Yay! Right now I'm really kicking myself because I got several job offers to work the Star Wars celebration and I just didn't get on it. Maybe I'll find a way. God willing. If God is willing, if God wants me to go to the Star Wars celebration, I will find a way to get there. And I will be there before it's over. What am I doing on Sunday? Maybe I'll go on Sunday. No, that's this past Sunday. I have my big calendar. I might be able to go on Sunday after all. Hey, if I get like way more money than I was expecting in those paychecks. Which sometimes happens. That'd be nice. So yes, that's today's Nerdbyte. It's all it's Disney heavy and nerd related and all of the above. And this is one of the many reasons I love Disney even before they purchased Marvel and before they purchased Star Wars. They have never disappointed me in taking a beloved franchise under their wing. And I know you might be thinking, like, what other franchises have they taken under their wing? Well, guess what? Winnie the Pooh was not always owned by Disney. And that's a very childlike or childish example. But it's true. It wasn't always owned by Disney. The story of Tarzan wasn't. The story of Aladdin wasn't. The story of Pocahontas wasn't. That one's kind of iffy just on the historical accuracy standpoint, as if any of them were. But most of the stories that we saw in the late 80s, early 90s from Disney, the Disney classics, are not original Disney stories. And they took them and they made magic with them. True, genuine, like, everyone can enjoy this without hiding, like, really blatantly obvious, even though you think you're actually hiding dirty jokes. And they're just gorgeous and wonderful. Disney didn't really start producing many original stories until The Lion King. That was one of the first Disney original stories, original features in a story. And then, of course, we got Toy Story and Finding Nemo and things like that. And that's really where the Disney animated feature film brand started to make its own, and in conjunction with Pixar as well. But most of what we know about Disney, most of the things we look to as Disney films, they're adaptations. So yeah, I trust Disney with things we love because look what they did. Still though, like some of their business practices, more on that later. Or another time. Right now I'm feeling the Disney love. Anyway, this is it for this morning's Nerdbyte. Y'all nerds have a great day, and I will see you later tonight. Alright, I'm Kellerina Miller. Peace out! That was embarrassing. Tried to hit stop record like 3 times and you just saw me making faces. Okay, bye. Stop it! Stop. What is going on? Oh, I was touching the screen in another place. Welcome to Embarrassing Moments with Kelly Renee Miller. Most of my life.